What's up, guys? It's the dynamic duo of Deaddan 361 and Outsider 925. Outsider, tell me, what are we going to talk about today in today's video?
Today we're going to be talking about Avengers Endgame.
So if you don't want any spoilers, guys, right now, click to a different video. Otherwise, prepare to be spoiled. You've been warned. Alright. So, Outsider, what did you think of Avengers Endgame?
Avengers Endgame, awesome. It was... Dude, it's more of a masterpiece.
Same here. I described that the same way with my coworkers. I told them straight. They were asking me for spoilers and everything. I told them, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil you. You know, I'm gonna tell you this straight up. It's a masterpiece, from start to finish. Like, amazing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was, like I said, it was beyond my expectations. It probably, right now, I'd probably rank it as my favorite Avenger movie. And then, yeah, I'd probably rank it next to Infinity War, because I mean both movies.
So this is coming from a guy who, well, me. I've never really watched that much Marvel movies. I do know some of the story and background of Avengers, but I always came from DC. So when I saw this movie, I was blown away. You know, when I saw this movie, I was like, holy crap! You know, this was really something to behold. You know, the dialogue, again, from start to finish was amazing. You know, and that's because, like, people had the nerve to tell me, in the beginning it's boring, and it's not.
Oh no, I didn't think it was boring at all. I actually liked how how the movie started, where it shows what Hawkeye's doing, and and what happened during...
Yeah, it shows that he went like dark, you know, after he lost his family. You know, I didn't think they would pull that off. Like, it's great, you know, that they showcase like what happened, you know, to him. I thought they were gonna do his own movie for him.
But yeah, they did a good job with that. I liked how they did that. You know, I wasn't. One of the things I wasn't expecting was, like, right away, you know. It shows, you know, what's going on with Tony. You know, he's stuck in space and everything with Nebula.
Depressed.
Yeah.
You really feel for Tony. Like, he's over here trying to, like, what do you do after, like, the events of what is it? I'm about to say Infinity War, right? It's Infinity War, yeah.
Yeah.
Infinity War, and it's just like, well. What do you go from here? I just lost all my team, and I don't know if my wife is alive or dead, you know, and it really daunted him.
Yeah, exactly. And I also liked how they, you know, they got the team together real quick of, you know, the aftermath. They went after Thanos. And of course, when they go to you know, his farm planet, I can't remember the name of it offhand, but I just like how
you mean they go to his planet where he is, like where he lives?
Yeah, his farm, yeah.
His own private sanctuary. Planet. Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, I did not expect Thor. The scene where, you know, he chops his head off. I did not expect that at all, man.
And for the best line, no, well, not the best line through the whole movie, but the best line, he says, "What? I was aiming for the hem, like he said."
Yeah, exactly.
If you didn't see Infinity War, Thanos even told him you should have aimed for the head. That's why he sliced his head off. Like, I thought that was it. I was like, well, there goes Endgame. What are they gonna do now? That scratched my head big time. So, like, even before that, I was like, well, Thanos is dead. What are they gonna do? Like, they pulled the time travel on us.
Pulled the time travel, and you know, a lot of people aren't talking about it, but the real hero of the movie is the mouse. He's the one that got Scott Lang out.
You know what? There's so many. I've seen a couple of memes about that, and it says like the true hero of the Avengers, and it's like, yeah,
the real hero of the universe is the mouse.
Yeah, dude. And the funny thing is, Ant-Man was over here saying, you know, referencing so many time travel movies, and they're calling him out. I was like, are you referencing Back to the Future? And
oh yeah, no, I
don't know what the other movies were.
Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies as a kid, man.
Oh yeah, but
it's still, I mean, I still enjoy the first one.
Yeah, and it's funny how all those movie references just made a little bit of a scene. They came out in a movie. Like, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Really? These things actually exist in their world? You wouldn't think they would talk about it.
Yeah.
And that mouse really saved everybody, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, the one thing to caught me off guard was Thor. We saw alcoholic Thor.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
I loved it, man. I loved how hilarious. They did Thor.
Dude, he was fat through the whole thing, and he was addicted to drink.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that at all with Thor.
Well, because nobody was. No. The one thing nobody was expecting. What game are we playing, and what game came out on the freaking movie?
Oh, I know. It was Fortnite.
I can't believe Fortnite made an appearance.
Yeah.
But if you really think about it, it's a callback. It would have been a much of a bigger callback if he was playing Endgame while he was playing.
But hey, do you realize? Okay, do you realize that in 5 years, or well, 4 years from now, because it was 5 years from the events of last year, at least Fortnite's still going.
Yeah.
2023, they're still playing Fortnite.
Yeah, and that in the future, it's been that long, and people are still playing Fortnite.
Still playing Fortnite.
And the funny thing is that in comment sections of videos that I've seen, everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's Noob Master 69, like Thor threatening a child." Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "Oh, rip your arms up and shove them up your butt." He's like, "Yeah, that's right. Go cry back to your mom." Another one was interesting. Rocket. I loved seeing Rocket again. You know, it's weird how he was trying to take control of everything. Stark actually, in the beginning of the movie, Tony's like just simply depressed, but he's working on the ship with I forgot her, Nebula. And we really do see Nebula in a different role. We used to see her as like a person that wants to kill every last one of the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy. Really come into her own in this movie.
Yeah, I like that too. Yep, she did.
And the thing is, like, every character progressed in their own special way.
Yeah. They did. I mean, they did. They really did a good job with that. With all the characters they had,
they made them grow
in the movie. They did a really good job. Yeah, the Russo brothers are really good at.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
But it's a shame we're not going to be seeing any more Russo's films.
Well, not for a while.
Well, they even said they got nothing.
Back.
They
said they'd come back for Secret War.
At least that's.
So give it time. You know they're gonna do Secret War.
I hope so. Like again, this is
Dude,
not. I don't care for Marvel.
They have the X-Men. They have the Fantastic Four. Just give it some time.
Yeah, and again, like I said, like this is coming from a guy who doesn't like Marvel movies. I really appreciate what they did with Endgame. That's the way it should be. That's how, like, if DC needs to step their game up because they're getting destroyed by Marvel.
Yeah, well, hey, I mean, Aquaman was a good movie. I really did enjoy Aquaman.
You're not wrong, but like the cartoons do way better. But going back to the topic, what would you change, man, out of Endgame? I would have changed Thor. No, not Thor. Hulk.
In what way? I mean, which way?
Hulk was not
Professor Hulk.
I don't want Professor Hulk. Like, I mean, yes, I already know he becomes that, but literally, I'd love to see at least some rage come out of him whenever Black Widow died. I mean, yes, he did get mad.
A little bit more rage. Yeah, I would agree with that. The one other thing I would have liked to have seen was like more of the aftermath, like what was happening during the 5 years, like what was going on with the rest of the world. You know, how bad was it?
Yeah, how did everything progress?
I wish we'd have saw a little bit more about what was going on. But you know, I mean, it's a 3-hour movie. You know, I'm thinking during the deleted scenes, we'll be able to. I'm sure there's going to be deleted scenes. Obviously,
you're not wrong.
They weren't able to put everything in.
You're not wrong.
So I'm hoping that they'll have some more of that in it. And there was a couple other things that I was hearing. There was a scene towards the end of the movie where with War Machine, after he was in the rubble, how did he get his suit? And I'm thinking it's because, Tony had another,
backup suit.
legion of War Machine suits underneath. I'm sure he did. It's probably another deleted scene that
like
I'm sure
honestly,
will be. Yeah, they'll show that.
I was blown away actually. The scene where Thanos comes back through time. I did not see them doing that. I thought he was just gonna teleport himself over there, but when he came with his whole army, like everybody's like, okay, we finally fixed everything. You know, Thor, no, Hulk fixed everything. You know, and then bam, Thanos, in the moment of joy and happiness, just destroys the compound. And my mind at that moment was like, okay, that's it. Ant-Man's dead. A Hawkeye is dead. Like anybody that wasn't really like in terms of how can I put this, a mutant, not a mutant, but a superpower human or mutant was gonna survive. I thought everybody else would die. I was like, oh my god, that's it. We lost more people.
Yeah.
That moment really. What moment stuck out for you? Like, what moment made you say, "Oh my God, that just happened"?
Well, okay. I really enjoyed the part where when during when they traveled back to 2012, the first attack in New York with the Captain America, where he was taking on himself.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I liked how Hulk had to walk down the stairs and everything.
Just for a fun fact, that is America's A word.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and you know what the funny thing is? This was an action movie. However, they managed to balance great comedy. There was not a moment where
there was
like,
great
oh
comedy in this movie. Great comedy, yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, like
there's a lot of great interactions in this movie. Character interactions, and yeah, they did a really good job.
And honestly, the dialogue was in some movies dialogue is dry or overplayed. This everything was hit perfectly.
Yeah.
Like the ratings that it got was deserving. And it's just
absolutely.
It was jaw dropping. Like
and now it's the number 2 movie of all time in the box.
Yeah, and the next thing everybody's wondering,
Titanic.
Will it be Avatar? That is the next one.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
I think
I'm not really a big fan of Avatar. I mean, it's an okay movie. You know,
I watched it. I enjoyed it.
Sure, the special effects are cool. That's but overall the story is it's okay.
It's you could say predictable, honestly. Great movie to enjoy, but predictable what was gonna happen. Like, yeah, no. For me, there was so many jaw-dropping moments of example. We're gonna go dive right into it right now. When Tony hears audio come out of his feed, I forgot who was on the other that, and then bam, all the Avengers just show up out of nowhere and just. A gigantic cinematic war just broke out. I was like, oh my god, so many people. And that was the perfect moment. The one thing I would have changed out of the moment is when Captain America says Avengers, like he says it with authority, and then he just says assemble. Like I would want to hear, I want to hear a loud Avengers assemble. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
That would have been.
I don't know. Like I said, one of my favorite parts was when he picked up the hammer for the first time. Dude,
so
I was like, you know.
Tell me your room didn't come to life when they saw that. I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah! Everybody was like,
everybody's
clapping and everything and screaming, dude. Yeah. I was like, hell yeah, man. Finally.
I was screaming. I was like, oh my god! Like.
And then of course when he says Avengers Assemble, that was another thing I've been waiting for because they teased it at the end of Age of Ultron at the very end, but
They should have played.
Finally gets to say it.
No, wait. They did play the theme song to Endgame. The whole dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did.
Guardians of the Galaxy coming back. Drax. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Like he comes out of nowhere, jumps on top of the enemy, and starts stabbing. Like. I loved in the remembrance of the mighty Stan Lee. He was a short, like what, 5 seconds he came out?
Oh yeah, during when Captain America went back to the 70s.
Yeah, what was it? What did he say? Make peace, not war.
He says peace, peace, not war.
He's like, and that was amazing. It was honestly a good thing, you know, seeing him. It made me feel like, oh wow, like it's hard to believe that man is gone.
Yeah, it's really sad. And he only has one more cameo, and that's in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yep, and
which will be out in July. But But yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, it's a Marvel masterpiece. I mean, I really, one of the things I really loved as well is how when they went back to try to get the Tesseract and everything, and how Loki escaped. You know, it sets up another parallel, because basically Loki is alive in another parallel universe.
And that's because they're going to give him his own TV series.
Yeah, he's going to have his own TV show. Hawkeye will have his own TV show, and Vision and Scarlet Witch are going to have their own TV show.
But the thing is, we didn't see Vision come back to life, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was one thing I really thought he was going to come back somehow.
Same here. But
yeah,
what powers would he have?
Unfortunately. But another scene that they teased is during the movie at the very end was when all the females were standing together.
Oh
and
yeah,
attacking.
so
that's
that
the
was
A-Force. That's the
A-Force. Yes.
Yeah.
No, my thing, this was more of a showcase to the women in general, of women of Marvel and women as a whole. We saw a bunch of women just take a stand and tell the men, "Hey, take a seat. We got this." And I was like, "What the heck? This is amazing."
Yeah.
Just to let you know, I read it up.
Oh my bad, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
oh yeah,
that was really great scene. Like I said, the last hour of the movie had really some great, awesome scenes.
Moments.
We probably will never see again in movies, it's
here's
crazy
a fun fact.
how big this movie is.
Yeah, and the fun fact here is that they want to give I forgot his name, the one that plays Iron Man. I forgot his name.
You mean Robert Downey Jr.? Robert
Downey Jr. They're actually trying to get him an Oscar. I would say he's deserving of it. He did an amazing role. I mean, the character alone, how he progressed. I know Outsider is
Say that again.
Yeah,
at least we're heroes again.
I'm keeping the dialogue going.
I'm
keeping the dialogue going. I was.
Yeah. Keep going, man. But no.
He's deserving of that role, and he's deserving of an Oscar. Honestly.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Because
it would be awesome if Avengers could get an Oscar, or even just they don't have to win the Oscar.
A nomination, at least.
Just a nomination, man. Just get a nomination.
Yeah,
that's all. They don't have to win it. Just give them some credit.
Let's be honest here. Tony Stark went from being this cocky, arrogant man to a humble. Yes, at the end he was still, being himself, but the man became humble, and he grew from this rich playboy into a person of like, I want to be alive. I want to spend time with my loved ones. I don't want to lose any people anymore after Infinity War. That man grew as a whole. Captain America, I didn't feel. He grew, yes, but it wasn't emotionally. Like, yes, you felt his pain, but he never showed it. In my mind.
Yeah, well, I did like how he was able to have his,
his closure,
his happy ending, his closure and everything.
And that was amazing.
He got to go back in time,
be with his girl Betty, right?
With,
I believe it's Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was able to do that.
And the funny thing is, what's his
Carter,
name? Black Falcon even tells him, he's like, "So you're gonna tell me about it?" And he's like, "No. He tells him no, but that shows them like there's no more stories to tell. That's my life.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it was just an amazing movie in general. I really can't wait to see what the future holds from Marvel.
Yeah. The one thing I wish they would have added a little more was a little bit more Bucky and Captain America. They didn't really do too much interaction in this movie.
So
I would have added maybe that's going to be in the deleted scenes, but
but I understand. It was the last second call. They wanted, because let's be honest here. It was to showcase the Avengers, the 6 original Avengers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can understand where you might say, "Oh, they should have put Bucky in." They should have, give more backstory to the camaraderie between Captain America and Bucky. But the thing is, it's the Avengers,
Yeah.
But it was still good to see them come together, And another thing, what do you hope to see? Like, what do you hope to see, like, come next after this? What can you do to top
basically in Phase 4,
Avengers
what would I
Endgame?
like to see?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, well it's gonna be a while before they can top Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, because there's no way. Honestly, if they were to bring out another movie like that, I would be like, okay, you did it, but it's already been done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man, it's well, okay, well, I think what they should do next for the Avengers, it'll be the new Avengers. That'll be the name probably of the next Avenger.
The next
movie,
Avengers.
the new Avengers.
Fun fact that they actually did an animated cartoon, but it was, I believe, when the animated cartoon, I believe, was when Ultron killed all the Avengers, and the Avengers had children. Yeah. Yes, the Avengers had children, and their kids took up the mantle as the Avengers, Earth's mightiest warriors.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Right now we're rocking Thanos right now. I don't know if
I'm sure what they'll do is they're gonna, because I'm sure, okay, so since Captain Marvel was such a big hit, and then you had Avengers a couple months later, I'm sure that's what they're gonna do again. The next Captain Marvel movie will be in a few years, and that same year they'll have Avengers right after. Now, what are they gonna do with Captain Marvel next? I mean, yeah, which is a good question. I'm not sure.
Just one of those.
Because I really don't follow her comic books. That you know, I know she does a lot with the Kree and everything, and but I would like to see Secret Invasion, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do that or not.
Just a lot of what ifs. Like there's a lot of things that we want in terms of.
There's just
Marvel,
a lot of theories of what's gonna happen. We don't know.
Like I would love to see a Marvel, X-Men, and Avengers movie come out, but that would be. It wouldn't be the same.
That's gonna be. Give it time. They'll have the Avengers versus X-Men. That's gotta.
We would see it, but it wouldn't feel the same, you know, because we lost a good amount of actors.
You gotta give it time though. You have to build it up. Remember, it took 11 years to do this. You gotta build. You just can't like, okay, here's one movie, let's do it. No, you gotta give it time. Yeah. You gotta find out how they can. I'm sure they'll find a way to do it.
So as we get deeper into this conversation, so off the top of your head, I'll give you like right now at least 4 top of your head favorite moments of the Avengers movie.
4?
4 top head.
Okay, that's the 4. When Captain America got the hammer.
I feel that.
When he was battling himself in New York, that was another one. When they all assembled towards the very end, that was another great scene. Yeah. I mean, that was just awesome. And what would be the 4th one? Man, that's hard. Probably, you know, I wasn't expecting. You know, we haven't really talked about, you know, Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect Black Widow to die. I did not.
Oh really yeah. Okay, so that was a key moment that I didn't expect either.
That was a key moment of the movie. I didn't expect that at all. I honestly did not.
Yeah, we didn't touch on that, but yes, that was a what the heck moment. Like what did just happen? Yeah. Like you thought Hawkeye would have died, but
yeah.
But now
it was her.
What was interesting is that they're actually making a Black Widow movie, and my question is this a prequel, not a sequel?
Yeah, I don't know. See, to be honest, I really don't think Black Widow needs her own movie.
And it's not.
She's one of those characters that works well with others. You know, she works great with the Avengers.
And for those that I'm gonna hear in the comment section, like, it's because she would know. The thing is, she progressed through the movies without even a story. But the thing is, she's Black Widow. Her whole life is a mystery.
Yeah. So I mean, unless they're gonna do, I mean, they kind of already touched on her origin story. So I don't know what else they would. I don't know. Maybe they'll find something to tell. I don't know.
There's always something.
Yeah. There's always, of course.
Off the top of my head, my top favorite moments. Top 1 was again, like you said, Thor's hammer. Did not expect that to come out. That blew me away. I was like, oh my god, yes. Another one was when they cut Thanos' head off. That was a moment I really mind scratched.
That would probably be number 4. That's probably that would have to say that's my number 4.
Yeah,
because dude, I did not expect that at all, man.
Nobody did.
Just the way they did that too. I was like, man.
So what is that? 2 or 3? I think 2. Yeah, I think 2.
That's 2.
and this is not a favorite moment. I would say this is a favorite moment, but in terms of like, in my thoughts, it was my favorite moment. But like, it's tragic. Whenever Tony grabs the gauntlet, snaps his fingers, and then Spider-Man comes back. Like after the aftermath, Spider-Man's like, "We won, Mr. Stark. We won, Mr. Stark." You know, and like, I was like trying to fight back tears. I was like, dude.
Yeah, and probably my number, the death of Tony. You know,
was a big callback. That was a big callback to, you know, how Tony felt with Spider-Man. You know, that's like, and it was just so, what the heck. And then my last one, yeah, we didn't touch on it, but whenever Pepper got into her own Iron Man suit, I was like, what?
Oh yeah, she got in the rescue suit. Yeah, she had the rescue. Yep.
She had a rescue suit that had like 3 solar panel blasters, and I was like, what?
Yeah, that was cool.
So, with this being said, through the whole Endgame, you know, we've touched on a lot of Endgame, and this is so far, it was an amazing movie. What are your thoughts of Endgame, the game of Fortnite? Like, what did you enjoy about Endgame Fortnite?
Well, the best part is being the hero. Being the hero is definitely my favorite part of this one.
Not being disrespectful to Epic, but like
being able to have the hammer, the shield, the repulsars, yeah.
Yeah, no disrespect to the Epic games, but honestly, the villains. I mean, yes, I enjoyed being Thanos, but I would have loved like an upgrade character, a power up to make my character a little bit more vicious.
I think they should have given them an extra weapon or something. I don't know. They should have added something.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
For what but who knows? Maybe I'm sure this won't be the last collab they do with Marvel. This is not. No. This is only the beginning.
Did the skins of Black Widow and Star-Lord catch you off guard? I know Black Widow. I had a feeling Black Widow, but
Black Widow, I had a feeling, but I did not expect Star-Lord. I was thinking Hawkeye. I was thinking, okay, it's gonna be the Avenger.
We heard so many rumors. We heard so many rumors from people, from websites, and it was just like, I don't think so. But I was hoping for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I liked how they did Star-Lord. I mean, I know the Dust Lord is kind of, a rip-off of Star-Lord, but yeah, it's cool. At least they have their own
I've seen videos online saying Dust Lord versus Star-Lord, and that would have been a fun clash to see in here.
Yeah, it would have been cool. Yeah,
now, in terms of weapons, I really do enjoy all the weapons. It's really cool. I would have loved to see Thor's hammer plus his axe, but I think that would have been a too overpowered collaboration right there of 2 weapons.
Yeah. Speaking of, okay.
What?
No. I was just looking at like, okay, what challenges do I have to do? But anyways, but I mean, overall, it's cool that they have the skins. They have their own rarity. You know, it's red. They have the Avenger Quinjet too, which is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought? If you'd asked me, would they have ever done this? Never. And
no.
Last year we had a tease from the Infinity Gauntlet mode, which is cool.
Oh yeah, and that was the first step. You know, that made it to those were the stepping stones that we got now. You know.
Yeah.
And we didn't think it would happen. You know, we thought the collaboration would be small. Nope. The final endgame. Look at this. We're playing our own personal endgame.
Yep, exactly.
I would have loved to see more character skins. They could have done a character collection, but you know, it's all good.
You know, the one thing I was, I talked about this on the stream earlier today, was I'm wondering why they didn't use the Black Order for this mode, for the villains, and I'm thinking it's because, they're bringing out its own game, the Marvel Alliance 3, the Black Order. All the villains are in that game, I believe, his Black Order, Thanos' Black Order, so I'm thinking that's why they weren't in this mode.
I wish I would have
been
cool to see them.
Yeah. But, still.
This game on mode was amazing. I told you earlier, I believe, when we were on the live stream with you. I was like, I would love to see a Doctor Strange outfit, but a weapon, I mean. But what would have been cool, like a necklace. And the thing is, like, remember how I suggested you waypoint? Like, give it a warm-up time. So, like, okay, you mark somewhere on the map, you want to teleport. Bam, you're there. But it takes a while to refresh, and then your abilities to shoot magic blasts, you know?
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Oh, I just died.
Oh, my partner in crime died. Well, so far, we touched on a lot in today, dude. I really This was needed to be done. Again, people that are watching, you were warned about spoilers. We don't want to see comment section saying, "Why did you talk about it?"
Yeah, but this whole thing's about spoilers. But
yeah, this is the thing we wanted to do. We touched on a lot, and we hope for the next collaboration in terms of Marvel. We hope to see it, and it would be probably amazing. Outside of your thoughts on all these topics, like, what do you think? What would you want to touch on before we end it here?
The last thing I probably would touch on is like what, you know, what do you want the next big bad, you know, for the next 10 years of Marvel? Who's gonna be the next big villain? You know, is it gonna be Galactus? Is it gonna be
and that's what everybody are saying. They want Galactus.
Yeah, I hope it's actually Galactus.
Because that is much of a bigger, literally a bigger opponent for the Avengers.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, Galactus is like one of the most popular villains. Well, a long time ago he was, but yeah. So it'd be kind of nice to see that.
And that would be an amazing thing to see. So again, thank you everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Me and Outsider collaborating and discussing about Avengers. It was a simply amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's not a cheap plug. He's not getting sponsored by it, or you might be getting ads of Endgame, possibly.
Yeah, Fortnite Endgame. But yeah, no. But still, yeah, definitely, guys. Hopefully, you guys have seen the movie, you know, and then you can watch this. You know, put in the comment section what was your favorite moments, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what would you like to have seen, and what do you guys think the next big villain is for the the next phase?
Yeah, put that
in
the comments down below. What would you want to see next?
Yeah, exactly.
Just to wrap it up, guys, right here, right now. Thank you for watching. Again, the great movie, and it was good. As a pleasure, as always, good working with my friend over here, Outsider. It's always great.
Yep, you too, Tim. Yep.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. And for those that are watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications, leave a comment down below, and share the video with your friends, family. For both, I might release this, but I told the Outsider, go for it, release it for you, because I don't want to put it on mine, because this was more of a collaboration I wanted to do with him, you know. But either way, thanks for your time, everybody. Outsider, final thoughts before we end it?
Make sure like, subscribe, and like I said, put in the comments what you enjoyed about the movie, and hope to catch you guys soon.
Yeah, and
if you guys want more of these, let me know in the comments section. You want more of these podcasts, we'll definitely make them happen.
Alright, guys, so y'all have a good one, and remember, it doesn't matter day, night, doesn't matter, game hard, game strong. Outsider, what is your final words for this ending?
Excelsior.
There we go.